What's up, bike fam? Today we're doing a bike check. This is my 2021 SE Bikes Monster Quad. So I picked this bike up in January of 2021 and I haven't done a whole lot to it. So there are still a lot of stock parts on it, but I will point out the areas in which I've put in some upgrades. All right, the Monster Quad does come with disc brakes, and that is something that I wanted to see in a bike. I have the Big Ripper that just has one V-brake in the back, and I always felt that wasn't strong enough. So I like having both a front and a rear brake that are also disc. These are hydraulic. They're Tektro Zurigas, I think, if that's how you pronounce them. They work well, but I'm going to tell you that I did swap out the pads and the rotors because the stock ones just gave me a lot of problems. They sounded bad and they just felt bad when braking. I almost considered changing out the whole system, but I figured out, let me just try and swap out the pads, swap out the rotors, and that made a world of difference. Handlebars are the big honkin' SE bars. They come with the mushroom grips and the SE donuts. You have the SE stem, but I also did add the rough nut stem cap from Night Bike Company. Check them out. They make some really cool parts for your big bike, BMX, and their stuff is just fantastic. They also make some really cool stems as well. You probably can't see it from there, but I also protect the frame with little pieces or little strips of plastic tape from Lizard Skins. Lizard Skins makes these frame protectors, and I cut them and put them in places in which the cable was rubbing up against the frame because it was scratching. I have a video on that. You can go check that out. This has some nice SE cranks along with the chain tensioners. That also came stock on the bike. I did swap out the pedals. I put in brand new pedals from Pedaling Innovations. These are these giant flat pedals that are supposed to help with power, efficiency, and just overall comfort. I'm not quite sure though if I'm going to keep them on because the blue doesn't quite match the blue of the Monster Quad. I don't know, I haven't decided if I'm going to keep that on yet. The seat I did change to the Ride Out Supply reflective seat. I have another video on that you can kind of take a look at. And I also upgraded the seat post clamp to the Night Bike Company seat post clamp in their polished finish. Other than that, that's all I've really done to the bike. I haven't done a whole lot more. A lot of it is just stock with just a few parts here or there. Future upgrades, I'm looking for some 4-piece bars, but those are really hard to come by right now. That might be a future upgrade. But I like how the bike works right now. It rides really well. I do have a little bit of an issue, and I don't know if anyone else has this, whoever else has a Monster Quad, but when I'm riding the bike, I can feel the disc brake rubbing if I put a lot of weight on the front of the bike or if I'm making turns. I don't know, has anyone else had that situation happen to them? If do, let me know. I want to know if it's something that I'm doing wrong. I've adjusted these brakes a million times to try to figure out a way to stop that from happening. I got the tires pumped up, the rotor is straight, and like I said, it was brand new. The wheel is straight. I'm not sure why it's doing that, but whenever I ride the bike and I put a lot of pressure on the front, I notice that the brakes rub for some reason. Don't know why. And that's it. That is the 2021 SE Bikes Monster Quad. Check it out at your local bike shop or on sebikes.com. They're not easy to get, so if you can find one, go get your hands on one. They are a great bike to have. I love the big tires, and it's one of my favorite bikes. All right, until next time, take care of one another, be safe, and aloha.